Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Friday, April 4th, we got women's Final Four and a bunch of NBA to get through. So congratulations, we're to the women's Final Four for Friday. Two great games there. As we head into the Sunday championship, men's Final Four starts on Saturday. So we got 4 straight days of wrapping up some championships, right? So plus we're going to wrap up the Crown Championship in basketball. NIT was exciting last night as well, but a lot of stuff to get to. Yes, I'm still in the hospital. Hopefully we'll be out later today is the plan. So thank you for all the well wishes from everybody out there. It's been a long week, but just trying to make sure we get you all the bets that we're playing and stuff like that. It's just because we're down and out a little bit doesn't mean we're still not wagering. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started with everything going on. We will get started with, let's just knock out the women's Final Four here. Texas, South Carolina, 7 o'clock Eastern time. So this game was played earlier in the season. One of the few losses South Carolina has all season is to Connecticut in one game where they got blown out, and Texas. Texas won the SEC. Texas is getting 4.5 here in a game that I think is going to be back and forth all over the place. I don't know how we don't take the points here. So we are on the Texas Longhorn women plus 4.5 for the game, plus 2.5 for the first half there as well, in that one there. Then we get into the later game, UConn, UCLA. Unfortunately, USC Juju Watkins went down. It was a bum. It sucked. Yada yada. I mean, what are we gonna do? UCLA women though, we're a number 1 seed and somehow are getting 7.5 here against UConn. I know Paige Beckers. I know UConn's going to be a favorite here. I think this is going to be another tightly contested game. UConn normally plays really close games when it comes to the Final Four as well. So I think this 7.5 number is just too big. UConn possibly win this thing. That one I don't disagree with, but 7.5 is a big number. Give us UCLA women plus 4 in the first half and plus 7.5 for the game. Now we will get into this monster slate of NBA. They're going to be missing a few plays. I will forewarn you that is some of the player props weren't out, but it's a monster slate today, so let's get to it. 7:10 Eastern time. We've got a couple games going on there. Kings and the Hornets. Kings trying to wrap up the play-in tournament. Hornets could give a shit less about what's going on at the moment, and it is showed in their play. Kings favored by 10.5, 219 total. Give us the Kings actually in this one as we expect them to try to put the hammer down. Kings -3 first quarter, 5.5 first half, 10.5 for the game. Sabonis 14 plus rebounds. Sabonis 4 plus rebounds first quarter, one of our favorite plays of the day. Seth Curry for the Hornets 3 plus assists in that one. Next game up, Pacers Jazz. Another one, Pacers trying to try to get close to 50 wins here for the end of the season. Make sure they secure their seeding. Jazz are 1-2-3 Acapulco. Pacers at home, 16-point favorite. We expect the Pacers to run away with this one. So we're not going to play the total here, as we expect a lot of the Pacers starters to be sitting for some of the fourth quarter. We expect them, though, to pounce on them early, as the Jazz haven't really put up much of a defensive fight. So Halliburton, 20-plus points. Halliburton, 10-plus assists again, and 3-plus threes. Turner for 15-plus points. Turner, 22-plus points plus rebounds combined in that one there. Next game up, Suns and the Celtics. KD out again. The Suns are right now looking not even going to make the play-in tournament. So what more is to be said here? 15, though, is a monster number. 228 total. Does everybody remember when Devin Booker launched 70 there in Boston? I do. Anyway, just player props for us in this one. Nick Richards for the Suns under 9.5 points. Derek White, 15-plus points, 4-plus threes, 5-plus threes. Tatum for 8-plus rebounds against one of the worst rebounding teams I've ever seen in the NBA. Holiday, 9-plus assists and rebounds combined. Next game up, Pistons, Raptors. Pistons still fighting for stuff here. Cade Cunningham's supposed to be back in this one. Pistons right now up to a 12-point favorite. They are, they've played. They deserve to be that right. 11.5 is this line's already went up is kind of where we caught it a little bit ago, but now up to 12. I mean, we're getting there on this one. The Pistons minus 3.5 first quarter, 6.5 first half, 11.5 for the game. Jalen Duren, we like quite a bit in this one. 12 plus points, 11 plus rebounds. Cade Cunningham, if he's first game back, under 2.5 threes, but we do like him for 10 plus assists and 16 plus rebounds plus assists. Emmanuel Quickley under 6.5 assists. That Detroit defense is real. It's hard to shoot against them. So, and that one there. Next game up, 5:10 Eastern Time. Thunder and the Rockets. Thunder on the road, 7-point favorite here. Rockets and Thunder have both wrapped up playoff spots. This line's already went up from 6.5 to 7 in a lot of books as well. We like the Thunder in this spot. They just got a little bit too much for the Rockets. The best thing for the Rockets, I think, is maybe catch one of these playing teams like a Kings or T-Wolves. I think they've got a chance to win that first series matchup, but they are in the playoffs. Congratulations to them. They have definitely, basically looking at a 50 wins in that Western Conference is no joke. But we do like the Thunder in this spot. Thunder minus 2 first quarter, 3.5 first half, 6.5 for the game. SGA. Normally, if the way the Thunder have been rolling offensively, it's been a little disconjointed, right? So, like Chet Holmgren really hasn't got back into the offense where he's 15 to 20 a night. Jalen Williams just coming back from injury. The one thing that's been consistent is SGA points. We're going to do SGA for 30-plus points. Yes, it's juicy. We're also going to sprinkle a little bit on 40-plus. SGA for 2+ threes as well, as he should have a lot of opportunities to shoot from three land. Jalen Williams, we went over 20-plus points. Sengun under 10.5 rebounds. Sengun under 29.5 points in rebounds combined. Next game up. Let's see here. What do we got? Cavs Spurs. As we get into this miss, Cavs 13.5, 14-point favorite, depending on where you're looking. Spurs, I don't expect them to win. They definitely not probably going to win a game like this. But I expect them to put up a little bit of a fight here, right? So, and the Spurs have been keeping things close. Even though they're missing a bunch of people out for the season, they've mucked up some games. Spurs +4 first quarter, 7.5 first half. 14 for the game. They're bright stars. Stephen Castle, 20-plus points, 25-plus points, also 2+ threes. And Chris Paul for 6+ assists has been nothing but an ATM for us as late, so we go back to the well on that one. Next game up. What do we got here? Trailblazers and the Bulls. So do you really ever want to play a side or a total with the Blazers and the Bulls? Not really. I mean, it's just been, they're inconsistent. That's why. It's hard to catch them on the right night. They're not consistently bad. They're not consistently good. Bulls did get a few more wins this year, and looks like they're going to make the play. They've locked in the play-in tournament, so doing better than I anticipated. The Blazers also, 30-plus wins for the season for a team that was injured pretty much all season long. Nothing to be shamed at here on this one. Player props for us only. We're going to the Kobe White and Josh Giddey train again. White, 25-plus points, 30-plus points, 3 threes, 4 threes, and 5 threes for Kobe. So we expect him to have a big night here. We're going to go Josh Giddey, 19-plus points. Giddey, 8+ rebounds, 9+ assists. And then we'll play the Giddey 17+ rebounds plus assists as well. Next game up, 10:10 Eastern Time, Nuggets Warriors. Warriors coming off a big win against LA at LA. They are 1.5-point dog here, 233 total. Would not shock me if the Warriors figure out how to nut up again in this one. But we do like the over in this game. The Nuggets don't really play a lot of defense, and they like to get this thing up and down. So give us Nuggets Warriors over 57.5 first quarter, 115 first half, 233 for the game. If they're smart, Jokic will score a buttload coming off the 61-point performance, 25 plus points, 30 and 35 for Jokic. We're also going to play him for 2 and 3 threes. Next game up, Mavericks Clippers 10:40 Eastern time. Clippers laying 9.5 at home, 225 total. AD supposed to play in this one. PJ Washington, they haven't really figured out a role for all these big guys with like Naj Marshall, PJ Washington, AD. That's understandable. Didn't really expect them to either, but they're figuring out how to survive in this one. We do like the Clippers quite a bit in this game. They've really figured out. But they're still trying to get Powell, I think, back to their leading scorer again or close to it. Like have him take over more of the scoring responsibilities. That's been a little bit of a stumbling block since he came back. But Harden's held up his end on the offensive end all season long. Kawhi's since he's been back, done the same thing. Clippers minus 2.5 first quarter, 5 first half, 9.5 for the game. James Harden, 23 plus points. PJ Washington, 15 plus points, 2 plus threes. Bogdanovic, we're going to play for 10 plus points, 2 plus threes, and 3 plus threes. And then we're also going to throw in AD at 9 plus rebounds. He definitely did not have a great rebounding night the other night coming back, but maybe he gets a little bit more opportunity. His shots should be flying, right? And then we'll also get to the last game of the night, 10:40 Eastern time as well. Pelicans, Lakers. Lakers favored by 13.5 to 14. That's a buttload. 220 total. Don't know who's going to play, who's not going to play. Just a couple player props for us. Kelly Olynyk for the Pelicans, 12 plus points. Rui Hachimura, 2 plus threes. All right, so we just went through a ton of bets. How do we get a chance to take a look at all those bets? No problem at all. We've got them posted in multiple spots online, TikTok and YouTube channel pages, as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. It's a link to our Google Sheets, docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Click on that link. Then you're going to want to go to the Basketball 2024-2025 tab. Scroll all the way down to April 4th. You'll be able to see all of our bets, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, what book we placed them at as well. So make sure you do look at that. We are a volume better. We got action going everywhere. So if you want to make sure you got all of our bets and you heard them correctly, go to our Google Sheets, take a look there. It also help you kind of, as you go through the episode, make life a little bit easier for yourself with all the bets that we've got going on. Do you like the content that you're seeing here and like to see some more? We'd love to have you with us. All you need to do is hit follow or subscribe, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, and we'll show up in your follow or subscriptions tab next time we drop a new episode of Bets. Or make life simple for yourself. Turn on those notifications for that social media platform, and you'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of Bets. It'll give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets, give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. Also, a private Discord channel is available for all of you out there. Yes, it is a few bucks per month, but if you're wagering anything over $100 per month total, this is an excellent place to invest a few bucks in order to help you make money rather than donate to the books every month. Pretty easy. Not only that, we've well over 100 members. A lot of people can answer questions. You can ask questions to me directly. More than happy to answer those. A lot easier to get a hold of me than probably anywhere else. So make sure, take a look at it. I don't say you need picks from everybody, but at the volume of picks that we have, we're going to have something you probably like as well. Give you plenty of chance to match that up. And if you hear multiple people liking what you like, obviously you're going to feel a lot more confident heading to the betting app or betting window, which is what we're all about, and let's make some money at this thing. So, like I said, subscribe to TikTok. Once you do, we'll send you over the Discord invite and get you all set up there. And a lot of people, even though we don't normally do a lot of parlays, there's a lot of people, though, that do, and they're on there sharing their tickets, giving you ideas as well. So great place to be on that Discord channel. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.